Hello and greetings to you all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Christine Nabuto. I am very passionate about the institution of family, and I have dedicated my life and my work to the institution to make it work, to help families live together happier. So today I'm going to be talking about planning for the family in a new year. First of all, I want to take you through the principles of planning for the family for a whole year. You need to understand that the head of the family is the overall decision maker. Now, this principle helps us not to have any conflicts during the decision making and the planning process. We need to acknowledge, as the Bible says, that the man is the head of the family, the woman is submit to the husband, and the children listen to their parents. So as a man, you need to take responsibility for the planning of the family. You need to spearhead the planning process. You need to give guidance, and this is fully the responsibility of a man. However, all other family members need to be involved, and their ideas and suggestions need to be considered. However, the man needs to understand that he is the overall decision maker and needs to be very active in the planning process for the family and needs to spearhead it and guide the process. And the rest of the family members need to understand that in case of conflict about a particular goal, a particular decision, because we can never agree about everything. So what happens when the woman of the house has a different idea and the man of the house has a different idea about which business to start up or where to spend money? So when conflicts arise, that is why God put up this principle that once we disagree upon something, we need to follow the decision of the head of the family. That is for families, conventional families with a mother, father, children. We have families where we have single parent. There you need to understand that the parent, whether a mom or a single dad, takes full responsibility for this planning process and is the overall decision maker. So that is the first principle. Who heads the family? Who makes the final decisions? And that must be clear from the beginning. Every family needs to have this clear. The second principle is that the decision-making process needs a family meeting. I'm calling it a family meeting, but it needs to be a four-step process. So this four-step process about a family meeting, why I call it a four-step process is that usually we have children in the home. Their ideas really matter, but we have to understand that most of them might be young, inexperienced. They don't even know what starting up a business might mean. However, we need to involve them in the meeting. But it's for a conventional family, the mother and the father need to sit together at first, discuss, they review the previous year, the family goals, the methodology of how to achieve the goals, and after discussing between themselves, they note down something about that, but they have to hold a meeting with the children still or other extended family members who might be living with them, so that by the time they come together, the head of the family and his wife probably they have an idea of what their vision for the family is. But in the family meeting involving the children, you need not to present the ideas first. You need first listen to them, make them make contributions. This is the chance to also assess their understanding of life. Let them give ideas, let them solve problems, challenge them to think and to contribute to the planning process of the family. The first step of the family meeting is the head of the family and his helper, in this case who is the wife. They discuss as adults about the vision of the family and the goals, the methodology, and they keep it to themselves. Then the second step is the general family meeting. Now in the general family meeting, they're reviewing the previous year, what has transpired, where the challenges were faced, and how we can overcome them in the new year. And the goals, setting goals for the family. The next step is that you take a break from the family meeting and challenge all family members to go and think about the methodology of how to achieve these goals, because usually after setting goals, the methodology needs to be the next thing, and it takes thinking and comparing methods to see which one works better. So it is usually advisable that after setting goals, you take time to think about how to achieve these goals, the different methods, and each family member in the next meeting will bring their idea of how to achieve these goals. Step number 3 of the family meeting is when the head of the family and his helper will discuss these methodologies, and also a family budget. This is very important. We need to draw a family budget and follow the whole budgeting process. Miscellaneous expenditure, the routine expenditures, investment. You need to draw a family budget as a family head with your helper. And after drawing this, in the last family meeting, is the fourth step, where you come together to discuss the methodology. And as I stated earlier, you need to let the children contribute first before you give your ideas or your decisions. Let the children contribute. Let the little members of the family also challenge them to think. After that, you need to also present the ideas that you came up with as the head of the family and your help. So the overall 4-step process of the family meeting will be completed, and by the end of the family meeting, there should be goals of the family, methodology of how to achieve these goals, attached responsible person, assessment. Remember, when you're setting these goals, we all know the principles of setting goals, that they should be we use the acronym SMART: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Okay, you need to follow these principles of setting goals. And also the goals need to include the spiritual, social, financial goals, health goals. You need to set different goals for the family. Let me give you the most important goal of every family that should be number 1 on the list of family goals. Please, fathers, husbands, note this, that number 1 on the list of every family's goals should be bringing the family into a closer relationship with God, whichever faith you believe as a family. And like I said, for every goal there is methodology. How are we going to achieve this? You need to pray together as a family more often, read the Bible more often as a family, go to church. You need to have this goal every year, bringing your family closer and closer to a personal relationship with God. Each member of the family, even those that you think might be lost, you need to encourage them to develop a closer relationship with God. And the head of the family needs to take this responsibility himself or herself, for single mothers, because this is the most important goal of the family. Once you bring God into the family, everything else, all the other goals, will be achieved more smoothly. This is the most important goal for every family. Then the next goal that is important, probably involved in your social goals, should be bringing more love, peace, and joy into the family. And like I said, you need to develop methodology of how all this is going to be achieved. What is the conflict resolution methods? What is the parenting methods? So these 2 are the most important goals of the family. But number 1, God is the most important. After the family meeting, where you have drawn family goals, the methodology, the budget, the responsible person, and the assessment. Like I said, every goal should be measurable and time bound. You can say that we shall be having family meetings monthly or quarterly to assess how far we have gone in achieving these goals, be it financial or social. This investment we decided to make, how far with it? What is the profit that we are getting? what is lacking, how can we improve it, so that you do not wake up at the end of the year and realize that, oh, it didn't work, yet you could have made regular assessments throughout the year to see to it that the goals are achieved. The next important principle in planning for the family, of course, the planning process is done, but putting it into action, this is the most challenging thing, I'm telling you the truth, and you need a lot of strength and prayer to achieve it. Putting all these goals into action, all these methods into action. And the most challenging thing why most people do not act on what they have set as goals is what I call procrastination, laziness in simple terms. You just feel like you don't want to get out of bed. Oh, this weekend I have this meeting, but I just don't go to it. It's just laziness, no reason at all, and it happens to everyone. But we need to pray upon it, and we need to set our minds. Mindset is a very important thing if you are to end procrastination and put your goals into action. You need to have an acting mindset, a positive mindset. Let me do this. So putting the methods of achieving the goal into action, this should be the most challenging thing, but it needs to be the effort of all the family members. Remind each other, okay, support each other, pull each other's hand, lift each other up, so that you move together as a family and achieve these goals together. So you need to put these goals into action. Do not leave them on a piece of paper. You put these goals into action, these plans into action. So as you're acting, you need a follow-up, like I said, assessment regularly, be it monthly or quarterly. You need, as a family, to have a meeting regularly and assess all these plans. As the year moves on, how far are we in achieving this? What has gone wrong? Why aren't we not achieving this goal, and how can we improve? So this is the whole planning process of the family, and trust me, once you do this, by the end of the year, you're going to celebrate with your family, having achieved all the goals you have set for the family. As long as all the goals were following the principles, SMART, specific. Do not say, we shall make an investment this year. State the investment. Draw an investment plan. What business are we going to invest in? Which exact business? Where? When? How? You need to be very, very specific and measurable, attainable, and realistic. Okay? Then time bound. By the end of the year, we should be starting to go beyond the red line of profit. If it is a spiritual goal or a health goal, we shall have family checkups every 6 months, or we are going to have a family routine workout. As a family, we work out together. It is a very healthy choice. So you need to be very specific about these goals, and realistic goals, and time bound. As long as you set SMART goals, they will be achieved following this methodology, and this is the best planning process as a family that you need to follow. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please follow, subscribe, comment, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. God bless you.